Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. It's another day, it's another dollar, and it's another release day. My loves, free free my man. We got a lot of release. Kiana and Deodrick doing the most in front of G-Pop. She's doing the most with this community peen with Afro Puff, but it's going to be straight to the halfway house. Now, this man has 3 years on probation, along with a leg monitor. He plans. He says his lips are moving, but do I believe those lying lips? I don't think so. He says he plans on proposing to Kiana. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Yeah, he can marry her. But will he be faithful, or he just going to use her to help him financially? Kiana says he's not the average felon. He has had jobs, went to college, but I say, 6 babies. That's not with Kiana. 3 baby mamas means he's quacks like a duck. All right, and that erases all the goodwill that he has because he cheated on her twice, had babies on her each time. Now they get a little late to the halfway house, and now he has to stay there. Kiana and that glue on her wig is tired. They done tired out. That glue done long since checked out. And she's up there crying. The glue went gone. And she says that this man has paid his debt to society. But in reality, my loves, being on parole just means that you're still in prison and you still have to abide by rules. You're just on the outside and you complete the rest of your sentence on the outside. That's what it means. And he has 3 years left on his sentence. Now, are single women really trying to wait for this? I mean, this chick has worked multiple jobs and you're accepting a lower standard of living just to support someone who's incarcerated, who wasn't really faithful with you, putting money on their commissary, buying new clothes till you can't buy anymore. You got to run into the garage to get something because you're tapped out financially. You want this struggle life to do what? To potentially overlook good available men? It just seems like it's so illogical that they would want to be in a situation because if the shoe were reversed, men wouldn't want to do all this. If a woman's in prison, he's not going to do all this. He's going to go on to the next thing that doesn't come with so much baggage. But they want to ignore men without criminal records. And they choose to support someone with a criminal history and limited financial means. Limited meaning damn near nothing. And then when they get out, you better hope they can get a job. Moving on to Joey and Michael. Now, Joey's hoping Michael is his forever person, yet he fears that he won't be loyal. Michael's already, he's a playboy. And Joey thinks that, their relationship may cause him to use again because back before he got locked up, Joey was clean for 10 years. He spent a month with Michael and got back on drugs. So all Michael can do is promise that he will try to stay in the straight and narrow. He claims Joy is the calm to his madness. Yet 7 seconds out, when he got that phone he got that phone in his hand, he's freaking out that it's on that factory reset because he can't get to his old contacts. I mean, what does it matter if it's been on a reset? And he admits to the camera that he had planned to sneak off and use. So it doesn't look too well for Joey and Michael. Ashley, Julius, and Alexis. Now, Ashley is the chick. She's the bird with kids who got different disguises and doing the most for a man she didn't see. She put the stupid tattoo of his name on her body, and he was supposed to do the same, but he didn't. But she's still liking this fool and plan on getting married, pregnant on their first night. Even ignoring all the red flags when he didn't even say he loved her. And I'm like, lady, why would you want another kid by some man who does not have a job or even a possibility for a good one? Now, Alexis, she is the other chick that he is juggling. And she is already romanticizing this relationship with this bootleg Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah, they got the 2 other fools around him. She's upset because she didn't expect those guys to be at the release date, on the release date. And she says she hates that sneaky stuff. I'm like, that's the least of your problems. He's doing way more sneaky stuff than that. And I hate to tell her, but his friends are nothing but his hype men who will root for him every time he gets some booty, and new booty at that. Now he comes out. Now Julius comes out. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but he comes out with his long john and commandos on. He's long and lanky, and something else is long and lanky too. Just saying. And when his friends said they about to turn up, he started licking his lips. And it's, he is just imagining the turn up. And I'm not talking about just having a little drunken night out. Mm-mm. And then this heifer, okay, Alexis, gives him a phone. And all he does is use the phone is to call the next chick. The next chick, which is Alexis. If that we know of, it could be another one. And I already did a video. Alexis does not care that he is talking to other women, according to some girlfriend he was talking to. And this was not actually. So apparently, money's being funneled around. He's juggling more than 2 chicks. That's just crazy. And she didn't care. She got knocked up by this boy. And so far, they're still together. They're going to have a baby shower. It's a girl that she's going to have. And they named the baby Julian after him. He's going to stick around for a hot second, maybe a year and a half at most. She's going to be mad and get tired of him after that. He going to come around every blue moon with a package of diapers, maybe some wipes if she's lucky. But she will not be seeing any child support. She need to run up to the court and demand him, get his lazy, shiftless ass and make him get a job. Moving on to Brooke and JK. Now, another bird. She done got 2 kids. She never slept with JK, but she got to sleep with his mom because in the hotel room because there's only one bed. And they have a conversation, JK's mom and Brooke. And then Brooke had the nerve to say she wanted to marry JK straight out of prison. And because, he makes her want to be a better mom. And I'm like, oh, no, she didn't say that. Oh, no, she didn't say that. I could see the mother's face just looking like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you needed a whole felon for you to be a real mom, Brooke? What you need is a bra on national TV so your boobs can't stop social distancing is what I'm saying. And plus, she plans on having a baby with this man? I guess to trap him. As if having a baby ever trapped her other baby daddies. You got 2 other baby daddies. They didn't stick around. Why get a third? And the mom was like, my son needs to be free. He just got out of pokey. And he doesn't need to be tied down. And the mom said she basically liked the other girlfriend better, his other girlfriend, still talking to her. That is a sign, Brooke. That's a sign. And this other chick is putting money on his books. Mm-hmm. And they're all worried. They're all worried about this man falling off the wagon because he spent half of his life on drugs. And they're hoping this is the last time he goes back to jail. But yeah, Brooke in her infinite wisdom wants to have a baby by a jailbird. Okay? All right, without a proven record of staying straight. Ciao. My God, this episode. Gotta catch my breath. Brooklyn and Brian, a new couple. This girl is light. She's a little thick. She's light on her feet. She done a little cheer lessons, and oh my gosh, she can do it. But her brother is right to be very protective of her. He's asking her straight up questions, and that bothers her because she ain't trying to hear that. But her mother died, and there was a wrongful death suit, and the money went to the children, I guess the brother and her. Now, Brooklyn wants to talk about kids, having kids, and her brother's like Tracie Trendy. Like, he get real grimy with the questions. Like, what is he going to do? Straight out the pokey, except lay up on you while you are the provider. And that's just logical because it's very hard for them to get a job. So you pumping out babies, what can he do? He has been laid up for so many years in prison, 6 years, and they only been kind of steady with each other steady for about 1 year, even though she claims it's been 6 years. But he says only out of those 6 years, it's been 1 year that's kind of steady. It's been off and on the rest. So anyway, she does bring up her brother's concerns to Brian. And he doesn't say anything to reassure her. And this causes me to think about what she said about some Jersey chick that he was fooling with before they became official. So if you're gonna be working your tail off, Brooklyn, or using your trust fund, he gonna be spending time with this Jersey chick because he probably gonna spin the block. That means going back to revisit what he had on the phone and make sure it's something real life. But she says she knows that he loves her because he speaks that jail talk. I'm like, we've been watching this show so many times, loves. We all have seen it, and very few. I can count on one hand how many relationships work. One hand. And nothing so far convinces me. Now, Savannah and Bradley, it hasn't really sunk in yet that he's free. He has to get the EBT card, y'all, the Medicaid, and get his probation rules down pat, open up a bank account. He has to start work on Monday. I appreciate he got a little plan, a plan. Some of you guys says EBT card, Medicaid. I'm like, I mean, really? I think he does deserve medical care as long as he ain't a rapist or something, a murderer. They should be locked up. But anybody who hasn't done anything harmful to children or women, yeah, you're gonna have to need some food and Medicare. So anyway, he has things lined up. That is a plus. I have not heard anything from those other bums. Nothing from those Deodrick, Brandon, or Brian. Nothing. But he's freaked out over meeting her mom because they had an argument. He didn't know she was going to be at the dinner, but it all goes good when they do meet. But according to Savannah, the mom just gets her worries and it overpowers her over her daughter. And she should be, because Brad's not interested in Savannah for sexy times because he knows her body has changed. She's 5'4" and 150 pounds when he was used to her being 130 pounds. That's when she was coked up and doped up. And all I have to say is, oops, his sister tried to tell you, Savannah. His sister tried to tell you. So I don't see any future in any of these relationships. Deodrick is going to be playing around with some of those baby mamas. That other girl, she's still going to be in the picture, the one with the 2 or 3 kids. She ain't giving up. And Brian just wants to lay up and use that trust fund. Mikey wants to get high. Julius is playing around. JK is, toss up, but he don't want to be tied down. And that's about it. Bradley is not interested in Brooklyn at all. So there you have it, my loves. What do you guys think? This was a lot for an episode. Very entertaining, but I don't understand these women. They think that they're the only ones, that they're going to be the one exception to the rule. And we all know, we've seen this shit all before. What do you guys think? Drop a line below and hit the like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed, because you're not going to get this commentary anywhere else, my loves. As well as hit the notification bell because I drop some tea every now and then. All right, my loves, I'll catch you all out on the flip side.